Hello, welcome. We're continuing where we left off last stream. My bad for having to abruptly end it, but you know, when people need help, people need help. Anyway, Sky Pirates. Yeah. Those were some fine samples without question, but nothing beats wearing me own rags again. Go ahead to the Parrock and wait for us in my chambers. We'll be along once I've spoken with our knight's most thorny. I just want to make certain those sniveling cockadoos have all had their wings clipped. We'll meet you back at the Parrock. I was in Idleshire a while ago to trade, and got to talking with one of the goblin merchants. When I mentioned your adventures with the captain, he was excited to know all about you, even gave me a discount. I ain't never seen anybody able to rile up the captain quite so much as little Kate Sith. It's a bloody talent, I tell you. As punishment for sneaking out of his sickbed, we put the captain on the roster for deckhand duties. He was meant to take turn and watch, do laundry and sailcloth and swap floors, and managed to wriggle out of every single one of them. I feel like I remember reading that dialogue. But maybe I could just be J.R. Blue. Is there anybody out here? Anybody out here? Sky map. Well, Utata says all stolen property is accounted for and finishing touches on our airship proceed apace. And according to the Rose Knights, the cockadoos will be shipped off the Diadem where they can enjoy volunteering their services for the betterment of mankind. Speaking of which, Captain, what is to become of the Mincilla recovered from the Cockadoo's horde? I am sure House Halinerte will lay claim to their possessions, but as for the occurrences of origins unknown, worry not, puss. I don't pocket any jiggly bomb I find like some petty foister. We'll track down their rightful places soon enough if my prediction holds. Yo, is that you? It is, and you look quite surprised as I feel. To think we'd meet here, amongst the clouds and sky pirates. I was just finishing up my affairs in Idleshire when who should come asking for me but Redbill Leofard. Quite the thrilling twist in my day, I'll have you know. How did Emilian put it? She's got her fingers in more pies than a high street baker. When I got wind that she was in Idleshire, it felt like snubbing fate not to enlist her expertise. Well, I'm excitedly glad you did, for I have returned triumphant. Allow me to present the famous traveling portress, Durmert. Portress, but of course, among the recovered items were a number of singularly beautiful paintings. Oh, I am relieved to hear it. When I learned which vessel had fallen prey to sky pirates, I thought those pieces would be lost forever. So you are yet another victim of the monstrous cockadoos. Still, a personal summons to the Parox seems like the sort of social nicety to which the captain is normally intolerant. I believe my presence here may have another purpose entirely. You see, Leofard and I are old acquaintances. He commissioned me to paint that portrait, in fact. My beautiful daughter, Ramiel. She looks perfectly at home here. Beautiful daughter. Aye, Diarmot is father of Lady Ramiel, the gentlewoman who cared for Leofard as a lad. He abdicated all family affairs to his son when he became a practicing artist, but he still had Lorden lineage. You mean to say that the renowned portress Diarmot is not only your grandfather, but a former lord as well? Oh, you must forgive my blithe introduction from earlier. Not to forgive, Mistress Tataru. On the contrary, I am indebted to you for tracking him down so quickly. Thanks to you, this can happen just as I hoped it might. Construction's about finished on our new airship, and I wanted you here when I christened her. The Ramilly will fly again. My dear boy, celebrating your mother's life with you continues to be my great honor. When you hung her portrait here, when you named your first airship, I could see the vestiges of her love shining in your contingents then, just as it is now. I only hope you continue to realize her greatest wish for you, to live as free and unfettered as the sky itself. I know she would be very proud. A bit like herding curls, ain't it? Getting us adventuring types all in one room, but well worth the effort, I'd say. Moments like these are meant to be shared. Right. I believe we've got a new airship to fly, and the open sky awaits. Now this is an airship. With how she handles, I could fly to the edge of existence and back without so much as a hiccup. Which I hear on good authority, of whatever authority a million is when he's in his cups, you have literally done. I reckon I've never been such equal parts awed and envious, though I'll assume the invitation was simply lost by a post-moogle. Nay, nay, in all candor, I'm certain there are some skies only meant for your eyes, escapades surpassing even my wildest imaginings. So, chart the ends of eternity and horizons filled with peril. Just don't think you've set the last of what wonders these heavens hold. I'll come find you again before long, yo, and I'll bring everything I always promised. That thrilling, heady rush of high adventure. Though farewell may be a bit sorrow, know that it is but fodder for reunions most gay. No need to get mawkish, verbal. It ain't as if Yo's dropping off the face of the star. Not permanently, anyhow. We'll meet again soon enough, although Kasif is liable to mope like a damp kitten till we do. I expect these parts will be free of half-baked brigands for a time yet, but should you ever find yourself in need of a red bill, don't hesitate to call. Thank you. 'Tis no small comfort knowing our ships may distribute their wares in safety. As for you, yo, we'll be in touch. Well, that was invigorating. Well, I'd love nothing more than to catch our collective breath over a cup of tea. Business calls me dish guard. No rest for the enterprising and talented, as they say. Shall we, Daruma? Might I persuade you to accompany us? I should very much like to hear of your adventures. Painting subjects I find personally inspiring is a particular credo of mine, and I dare say you have brushed soldiers with more than a few individuals of note. Thank you for indulging in old men's eccentricities. Now then, perhaps you could begin with the adventures you shared with Leofard and his crewmates. Leofard intentionally offloaded this in our direction, yes. Whatever could it be? Whatever it is, Leofard's a man of his word. How mysterious, but now that I think about it, Leofard did mention sending something along when he asked me to track down Duramon. Well, I would make quite the sight lugging this around all my meetings, so might I ask you to hold on to it for the time being? I trust you not to run off with my share of the reward. I get from the notorious Red Bills, you know. They're rather a nice sort of sky pirate, don't you think? Oh, it's going good. How's it going for you, man? Thanks for asking. Oh, thank you. It helps that I get to read good content. A bright and energetic young lady is your employer, yo. I hope shepherding me back to Ishkar did not delay your business over long. This tale you shared on the journey here were beyond anything I could have anticipated. Never have I heard such inspiring episodes of daring do. Though I may not know them personally, I find myself fascinated by the individuals you described, the comrades and acquaintances of your journeys. Yes, I believe I shall remain in the capital to paint for a time. Should you desire a portrait, I would happily part with it for the cost of its supplies. Find me here, and we can make the arrangements. Oh man, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Means a lot. Zig Gong, feel free to plug your content in the chat if you want. And I'll check it out when I can. And whoever's watching, obviously. Some people watch in the playback, like after the stream is over. I look forward to taking up my brush. Let us speak again once you have fulfilled your current obligations. Welcome back. I just received word from Mr. Tataru. What's this about Portreus and Sky Pirates? Red Bull Leofard gave you this for the necklace? It seems to be a leather strap of sorts, and an equated one at that. Well, wait a moment. I recognize this design designed for my studies. This is a relic of the ancient city of Mach. It is said that Machi sorcerers would weave these cords with magics to make them unbreakable. You'd be hard-pressed to find better material for a necklace. Oh, Mistress Tataru will be so delighted. She chatted endlessly about how pleased she was to know that the Red Bills and what sorts of products might prove useful to our daring new friends. And the Rose Knights have already placed an order for the garrison, so all in all, I believe our latest endeavor was a brilliant success. As always, we shall be on the lookout for new areas of opportunity, so I hope we can count on you to serve as our charming emissary again. In fact, I believe Mistress Tataru will insist upon it. Until next time. Cool. I assume that's for housing. Okay, so I have 2 of these left. And I know there's like 3 more after that one. So I really wanted to finish that one. So I'm gonna stop the recording here on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.